How'd that feel?
Oh, I mean, just yeah, it's awesome. 2 weeks in a row. I think that's the coolest thing is just big win last week, and to see that same focus and intensity and preparation this week. I think that's the sign, obviously, that we're heading in the right direction, and should I keep doing that week in, week out? Obviously, every week's going to present new challenges, and you just got to come ready to play, and we did that today, and it was awesome. We're going to enjoy it the rest of the day, and like we said last week, tomorrow we're moving on.
What does this win say about this team nationally or to the rest of the NFL?
I mean, obviously, just I think the way we've played, you can't deny that we're a really good team. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter what it says about us. We know who we are. Our only goal on Sunday is to go win the game, and what other people think about us doesn't really matter. Every week we're going to prepare the same way. We're going to be ready to play, and we got a bunch of competitors, so it's been a lot of fun.
Trevor, most impressive part to you that second half, I mean, you guys were up 6 and seemed to really put your foot on the throat and just take control.
Yeah, I think the way the first half went, we were kind of finding our groove offensively. We were moving the ball well, but stalling out a little bit in the red zone, just trying to figure out kind of what they were doing. They do some good stuff. Obviously, they have a bunch of good players too, so that helps. But we had to take some time to kind of figure it out and settle in, and our defense did a great job of holding up and really just not giving up anything. So the game stayed tight for a little bit. Even in the second half, they came out. I think they scored or kicked a field goal, one of the two, and then just to see our offense respond and put together, I think, 3 scoring drives in a row. It says a lot about us. And then our defense on the flip side to stop them all those other times. I mean, it was awesome. We played a complete game, and to stack 2 weeks is big for us.
What was the confidence level like on those 3 drives? I mean, did it feel the same throughout? Was it just kind of efficient confidence that it was going to get done?
Yeah, I think our confidence has been really high, honestly, the whole season. Every game we've played in, obviously, there's been times where we could play better, but I think our confidence has always been really high, and you see that on the field, and the confidence that the coaches have in us too. Went for it on 4th down multiple times, didn't get one of them early, but that's all right. Still the same plan, stay aggressive, and the guys handled it really well.
How much of a knockout punch and a lift was it, Robinson's touchdown run?
Oh, it was great. I mean, that's something we talk about, is being able to do that, especially at that point in the game when you've kind of controlled the clock, you have the lead. We're not in 4 minutes because it's still early in the second half, but just being able to impose your will, no matter what the box count is. They got more hats in there than we do, but just being able to pound the ball, and I think that was 4th down. I mean, that's just a huge play.
Maybe this already happened, but is it to the point now we're on 4th and 1 like that? You don't even question whether Doug's going to go for it?
Yeah, I think it depends. It depends where we're at. I think we had a 4th and 1 or 4th and 2, backed up a little bit. We ended up putting it. So I think he does a good job of managing it, and every week we have a great plan. So we have a lot of confidence in the coaches, and they have a lot of confidence in us to execute it. So I think that is what you see, that twofold confidence. So it's been great, and just continuing to trust each other is the biggest thing.
Marvin's touchdown catch in the back of the end zone.
Yeah, it was awesome. That was something we kind of planned in the second half when we got back down there. That was something we wanted to try to attack that area, and Marvin just does a great job. And we've seen it last year and this year as well, just going up and making a play. And I think that's really where he's at his best, is just to go make the play. Doesn't matter what the coverage is, who's covering him, he's going to go make the play. And I got a lot of faith in him, and it was cool to be able to get him one. Obviously, he's just such a team player. Every week, these past 3 weeks, he's had to block a lot in the run game, hasn't had a ton of touches, but just comes to work every day, happy. He's as happy as anyone when we win, and then to be able to get him a touchdown there at the end, that was awesome. And just the group we have is awesome.
You talked at the beginning of the year about cutting out turnovers, and you had 1 interception in 3 weeks. So what's your progress on that? Your progress
it's good. Don't really need to say anything else, and that's what you see. That coupled with how well our defense is playing, it's both. But I mean, that's why we're 2-1 and had a chance to win the first one. So we're putting ourselves in a position to win, and last 2 weeks have just been closing out games, and that's where you want to be.
Did it concern you settling for field goals in the first half, and was there a difference in the second half on that?
You said, was there a concern?
Yeah, 3 field goals from point blank.
Yeah, definitely. When you're inside the 10 and you settle for a couple field goals, that's not ideal, and that was something I talked about, just kind of having to figure out, settle in, what do we want to do in the red zone based on what they're showing us. You know, they do a good job of showing a lot of different looks, and you got to figure out what they're going to do that game because they change it up week to week. So that's always kind of the battle, and I think we did a good job responding. Obviously, you want to make those touchdowns, and that'll be big moving forward. And that's one thing we can grow, one area we can grow in. So we'll look at it and improve. But like we said, to be able to go finish in the second half, especially that one drive, I think when I ended up having the QB sneak on the 4th and 1 or 4th and inches, and then being able to finish with points there, that was huge.
Did you see Justin Herbert after the game?
I did, and I was looking for him. I kind of went over there late, so I didn't see him. But wish that guy the best. He's a great player. You know, obviously, I'm sure he's playing through some pain today, and hats off to him. He's a great player.
Your first road win in your 10th start. Peyton Manning got his first road win in his 10th start against the Chargers too.
That's pretty cool. That's interesting, though. Actually, yeah. No, I mean it's you know, to be able to, like we said, have a win like this on the road, it's awesome. So.
Doug, and talk to you guys about this team has to learn how to win. Where are you in that process after these 2 games? Do you have it, or is that's something that just keeps?
Yeah, I think you keep building it. You know, I think we've shown that we have the ability when we have a lead to just keep our foot on the gas and finish the game, and that's huge in being a really good team. The next challenges are when the game comes down to the wire, let's go finish and get a win. So that'll be, you know, every week there's a possibility that we all know how the NFL works. Most games are super close, so always prepared for that, and I think that's kind of the next step. And for us, just keep preparing the same way because obviously our preparation is paying off for us.
Thanks, Trevor.
Good. All right. Thank you all.